Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me no ignore. But you could call me Norte. In a 911, pull off in a Porsche. I ain't never losing sleep on what these whores say. Just get my good side, make sure that shit 4K, yeah. Baby, I've been serving L's like the weed man. Ain't even signed yet, you could get it freelance. I'm walking in with a bag like I'm in the NBA. Feel like I'm always vacationing like I'm Chevy Chase. Before these shorties come upstairs, I need an NDA. I swear my life getting crazy, gon' bust off any day, yeah. Hey, gon' bust off any day, yeah. Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, this why they call me no ignore. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going up, that's why they call me no ignore. Always going up, that's why they call me no ignore. But you could call me Big Drip. I've been busy out here repping for the misfits. I can't promise I won't blind you with a wrist flip. I keep this money on my mind, it get me rich, yeah. Yeah, hey, yeah. I never had to tell a lie to get a bitch, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me no ignore. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always go.
Digital 21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel, and also how you guys doing. And if you're feeling happy or sad, then my intention to bring you joy. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post these shares to all media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos, and also get the P Digital 21, the PJ Digital Gang merchandise at teespring.com/PJ Drizzle, a Mill Ass Gang. And I have a promo code too, welcome 15 in all caps, and number 15, and you're to get 2 items for that code to activate. So for this next reaction, we have Delusion. 8 reasons ugly women think this. All right, and there's no offensive like towards like women in general. Like y'all could be this or that. I'm just reading the title. Thank you very much. Okay, and that's what it says.
I'd rather a 10. Yeah. And you don't understand. Well, I'm a 10. I go to school, I go to work, and I have a great personality, and
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Nowadays, it seems that all women, regardless of their own attractiveness, is walking around thinking they're a perfect 10 out of 10. All forms of modesty and simple common sense have gone straight out the window. And it seems all women are walking around with a chip on their shoulder thinking they're God's gift to mankind. Well guys, in this video I'm going to be outlining the 8 reasons, yeah you heard that right, 8 reasons, for why the rate of attractiveness inflation is going through the roof, or in simple words, why every woman now thinks in 2021 she's a perfect 10.
I mean look, the reason why these women be saying that they're a perfect 10 is because like they don't really feel like they have any flaws. Like they don't have any mistakes like to fix. Like they just feel like they feel very like overconfident of themselves. But towards other people opinions, like you're gonna get a genuine like number. But it's like yeah, it's just being like overconfident of themselves.
Number 1, and this should be by far the biggest reason, simping. Now, the thing with simping is that a lot of people mistake for it only going in one direction. They think it only goes from the bottom up. It's the low value men at the bottom who are bombarding the women at the top with endless amounts of free attention, validation, and God forbid, money by paying for things like OnlyFans. But in reality, all women across the board of attractiveness have an endless selection of simps to provide these things. Because what ends up happening is the simps start by throwing attention, money and validation at the most attractive women, but when they don't get anything in return, they have no choice but to move down to the next level, and then the next level, and
wait, some of these pictures like they're not similar because like this one is similar right here. I I think this one's similar, or these could be two different people. Let me see. I think yeah, this one's similar. Like I'm getting similar people and then different people. Like people that got work done on their face, and then people that are two different people. Like 'cause none of these actually look the same, or maybe they are, and they got a tan, but still, like that can't because look, these are two different people right here. So
And the next and the next. So it's just this endless cycle of simps undercutting other simps. And whoever undercuts and simps the most supposedly wins in the end. Yeah, that last bit's important. Supposedly. Because what happens next is all the low value women at the bottom, who now have a fresh crate of simps to choose from, have this backwards rationalisation. Well, this is interesting. I'm getting all of this validation. Therefore, this must mean I am special. Therefore, I must also be highly attractive. So the final piece of the puzzle.
nah, like seriously, this is why I said like it's better to be honest and directly forward, and that directly straightforward, because you really just giving like you're giving these females too much attention. Like that's not what they need. They need honesty. Okay, honesty is gonna make them like work more on themselves. Stop listening to Aisha Curry, with his attention BS, and just like get the honesty that you need. The answer. Get that lower number, not that higher number.
And also why simping never works is all of the women at the bottom who have been senselessly simped over have now had their egos inflated beyond return. And all that's been left is the guys at the bottom have now lost a ridiculous amount of their own time, energy, and resources, and all for nothing. Now, the last point I'm going to make on this before I move on to the next reason is this is exactly why I have zero sympathy for simps. Because the only impact that simps have on the dating market is inflating women's egos, which in turn messes up the system and spoils it for anyone else who actually had a chance. Anyway, now moving on to point number 2 for why women overestimate their worth.
I had said something about simps that we need more simps, but I forgot why did I say that. I said we needed more simps because yeah, because I had made this like post like on my IG story a long time ago, and I forgot why. Like I said that we need more simps.
Women equating their hookup options to their actual value. Now, because of the nature of the current dating market, just about every average woman, and in fact even some below average women, have access to regular intimacy and hookups from the guys at the top. Chad is shared between everyone. Now, what this means is the women in the middle end up thinking this.
I was 25 years old when I started my
I don't care about doing the
Well, I can hook up easily with Chad. However, Chad doesn't want to commit. Therefore, all I need to do is just find one that will commit. So back to the dating market, all the
But look, you already hooked up with Chad. So like, if Chad don't want to commit, why did you hook up with Chad? Was he just a side nigga like that? And that's where side people come from. Like that's and like where like your main one that you feel like is gonna commit or like be there for you forever doesn't like own up to that.
average women end up wasting time chasing and trying to pin down the Chads, and they string along and friend zone all of the guys they're actually on the same level with, the ones who would have given an equal relationship. But instead,
Yeah, because look, it's like that goes for females only liking hood niggas, nice guys finish last. Like it only goes like for like these nice looking like pretty boys like rich like guys that are gonna get they're gonna get they're gonna get some like from the females, while like the nice guys or the average guy is gonna get friend zone or red on.
Instead, the women's attention is all focused on the top 10 to 15% of guys who they are able to hook up with, but not willing to give their commitment. Women, just because you can hook up with someone doesn't mean you're on their level, and certainly doesn't mean you can get commitment from them either. Moving on to point number 3, acceptance of unattractiveness. And this does not apply to men. It's almost exclusively for women. And this is mostly the result of feminism. Now, this idea in the last 10 years has pretty much...
You can't say you can't say that word on YouTube community guidelines. Like that. I mean, look, yo, maybe that would... I mean, I wouldn't believe like how this would be for 2021 because thick is out now. Like you heard THICK, like that's out now, son. Like nobody wants like no scrawny, no model like woman anymore, son. That was back like maybe the early 2000s. Like yo, thick is out. So like the girls that are 3, 2, and like 5, son, they're going for those like type of people now, son. They're not going for those for these 8 right here, son. For these for these skinny people. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I had no other adjective.
Stepped in and said all women, irrespective of their own attractiveness, are all deserving of a perfect 10. This belief system has tried to force down society's throat that all women of all shapes and sizes are all attractive in their own unique way. It is seen as grossly inappropriate to highlight the flaws in a woman's beauty, even if said flaws pose a huge risk to their physical health and can greatly reduce their life expectancy. Therefore, they are instead celebrated. And I've talked about this in my previous videos. I'll say again, try typing the words plus size into Google. There will not be one man in sight. In fact, I could bet money that you'd be scrolling for...
Yeah, because look, that goes for my job too. Like when I have to like look up a price, like it's mostly like plus size is mainly for women. Like when I go on the men's section, like to looking for the price, like for men clothing, like there's no plus size. There's only like there's big and tall. Like men have their own like name for themselves. It's big and tall, okay, and that's why plus size is just for females. You have plus size for females, and you have big and tall for men.
Longer than the length of this video in order to just find one single man. Moving on to point number 4, the media promoting delusion. Now, before I cover this point, because I'm about halfway through the video, now is a good time to press the like button and leave any thoughts you have in the comments below, as it helps the YouTube algorithm.
Yo, that's what he said, and do that on my channel too, alright? PJ2221.
Anyway, carrying on with the video. Media promoting delusion. Now, about 5 years ago, there was this film that came out called 50 Shades of Grey. And in fact, the book that it was based on was one of the highest grossing of the decade. And if you've not heard of this film or the book before, it's basically about this billionaire Chad who goes for and ends up in a relationship with some fairly average woman. A similar storyline happens in other movies and TV shows, such as the highly acclaimed Sex and the City. This series, too, showed women, despite being in their 30s and 40s, still being able to pin down and get commitment from Chads. So the point I'm trying to make here is that the media is portraying the idea that any woman, irrespective of what she brings to the table, can get a relationship from a Chad, no matter how old or average. Now moving on to point number...
Nah, but you couldn't even tell like in Sex and the City, you couldn't tell like if they were old or not. Like seriously, like go back, go back again. You go back. So like this one right here, like this actress right here, yo. I couldn't tell, but like I'm already a MILF nigga, so like I couldn't tell that she was like in her 40s. Like, yo, everybody loves Sarah. I forgot her name. Sarah Jessica Parker. Like everybody loves her. Like seriously, like she's been in very like famous like movies and TV shows. But look, this one, this is an old picture. Now she thick. Like that's
ads. So the point I'm trying to make here is that the media is portraying the idea that any woman, irrespective of what she brings to the table, can get a relationship from a Chad, no matter how old or average. Now moving on to point number 5, ego. Now, I didn't know just how big of a reason this was until I came across this scientific study titled Resisting Connection Following Social Exclusion. Now, this study attempted to see how a woman would react when first being approached by an attractive man, and then afterwards being approached by a less attractive man. The results were as followed. When the attractive man accepted the woman was also very likely to accept the less attractive man. In fact, he was accepted an average of 80%. Now, this isn't surprising, because after she gets accepted by the attractive man, she's probably feeling quite good about herself, and she's got nothing to lose by accepting the less attractive man, so she also gives him a pass. However, for the second part of the study, when the woman gets first rejected by the attractive man, they found she was then much less likely to accept the less attractive man's advances. In fact, his acceptance rate dropped from 80% to a staggering 24%.
Man, that's what happens. And like, seriously, when you get rejected by like I'm not gonna say that because that's a little sus, but if you get rejected by the popular like nigga, like you feel like all hope is lost, like for you to find like the right man, like because after you get rejected, like then you just feel like yo niggas ain't shit, like that's and that's how lesbians are created, son, because it's like anything that throws like a female off, son, they become lesbians. that ass niggas ain't shit.
That's nearly a 4 times drop. And the reason for this is because after the first rejection, she probably felt violated and had taken a huge blow to her self-esteem. So to recover and attempt to regain some of her self-worth, she lashes out on the less attractive guy by rejecting him.
And look, that nigga didn't even do anything, son. Like seriously, like he had no part where like he was just trying to like he was just trying to like do his thing and like put his feelings out, and you burned him. Like you straight threw them at in the trash. So you said, yo, like I got rejected by this like more popular, more attractive like man, and like I don't like you just an average person. Like I can't do that, son. So I gotta reject you back. It's more like a I got rejected, so like you gotta get rejected. Like seriously.
Now, I found this study very interesting because it shares such close parallels to the current dynamics of the dating market. Because think about online dating, and for those who don't know how the Tinder algorithm works, the most popular profiles are shown first. So these are shown at the top of the card stack, and are the first profiles a woman will see after logging on. Meanwhile, the less attractive profiles are shown last. Therefore, if an average or below average woman gets mostly negative responses from the popular profiles, the attractive ones, then the study shows the woman getting butthurt from this will result in her lashing out on the lower ranked profiles. And she will do this in order to rebuild some of her self-respect.
Look, I don't believe in like online dating anymore. I mean, I still do it. Like I still do Tinder, I still do Bumble, but I feel like these profiles, like the females profiles, like they're still up there, but they're already in a relationship. Like that hasn't. This is what I don't get about like females still having their profiles active. Like if you have a relationship, why is your profile like active? Like I have to get like that news like by me getting matched with, or by me like taking down like their social media like on Instagram or Snapchat, and then they'd be like, yo, I already have a man, I have a boyfriend. Like then why is your profile active? Like seriously, because like if your profile wasn't active, then like I wouldn't have like swipe right on you.
Point number 6, a woman and her blue-pilled friends inflating her ego. Now, the 2 screenshots showed on either side of the screen are typical of the comments a woman will expect to see on her Instagram profile. So of course, we have a couple simps giving her free validation, and I have checked their profiles and they are actually guys. But what's arguably more concerning is her and all of her female friends blowing smoke up one another. In my experience, I see these types of comments vastly outnumbering the ones sent from simps. Here's where you'll see the comments like, "My queen, you're gorgeous, stunner, you go girl." And the dumbest part about all of this isn't the comments themselves. Rather, it's the people that are sending and receiving them. Women will believe anything their friends tell them these days.
Yeah, like those aren't your true friends. Like I said, those aren't your real friends. Like those are friends that will like just help you like just have sympathy for you and just be like, yo, like you do you. Niggas ain't niggas ain't nothing. Like he did you wrong, girl. Like they would just tell you like what you want to hear. They wouldn't tell you like the honest truth, like this. So that's why like those friends, like you need to cut them like out of your life because like they're not telling you like the truth. They're telling you what you want to hear.
So if 20 other girls' female friends are sending these copy and paste comments on every post she uploads, even if the girl herself is average to below average in looks, she's still going to walk away patting herself on the back, thinking she's a lot more attractive than she actually is, thinking she's a perfect 10. Point number 7, entitlement. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was watching a Darius M video, who's actually one of my favourite channels. And I remember him saying there are a lot more overweight women than men. And after that video, I looked it up and it's true. This is data from the NHS website in the UK, my country. And for 16 to 24-year-olds, there are 2 times more obese women than men, 20% versus 10. And it's a similar pattern for the 25 to 34-year-old age range.
Wait, why is it light blue and dark? Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm like, wait, isn't overweight and obese the same thing? Like, there's another name like for super big. Like you got regular big that's overweight, and you got super big that's obese. Yeah.
And I remember Darius saying the main reason for this is because women don't get in shape because they have no need to. The truth is, men know that if they're obese, no woman is going to want to be with them. But most women know, especially those who are overweight, that men will still be attracted to them even if they are packing extra pounds. And they will be able to tell you that from experience.
Look, this is why I said like this video was made for like 2021, but like thick females, thick, like that's what's in now. Like there's women like going to the gym like to get like more in shape, like to like have like that fat no that flat belly waist, but still like there I be seeing like some most like thick women out there that are just like trying to do like more squats and like make their I said too much.
Now, if this reason is true, then it shows they have a sense of entitlement. It shows they're entitled to somebody more attractive than they are, despite bringing far less to the table and putting in little to no effort. And in fact, I've even seen this in my own personal experiences. I've literally heard overweight women say that they will never date an overweight man. That is entitlement at its simplest form.
Yeah, but look, yo, you won't date a man like that's obese, but like that man not gonna date. I mean, if it's a nigga that has like a fetish of like for like obese or overweight like females, then you gonna get that nigga. But like if it's not, like that nigga gonna want you to lose some weight, like or just like get in shape, not lose weight, just get in shape, just like not the risk of like diabetes, amputation of a body part. Like nobody wants that, son. Like nobody wants medical problems. We want to like stay fit and be healthy.
Finally, moving on to point number 8, coping. What I've noticed is nearly every woman, if you ask them the top 3 things that make them attractive, it will almost undoubtedly be a completely different list from another woman's. Just like the woman from the clip at the beginning. Her 3 reasons for why she is a perfect 10 was because she goes to school, goes to work, and has a good personality. But based on how pretentious she was being, I very much doubt there's much truth to this last one. This woman, if she believes that these three things alone make her a perfect 10, is almost certainly coping.
But look, I feel like that's a good thing that they bring to the table, because like she has a job, like that she's getting money. She has a good personality, so she won't be boring to talk with, and like she went to school, so like she'll be smart. Like, don't you want that? Like, as a female, like as a good like life partner, or something that has a job of her own, that has a good personality. Like, you could talk with that person, you could laugh with that person, like like have like long conversations with, and they're smart too. So like I see a perfect 10.
Because here are the actual three things that men care about most. The holy trinity of what actually makes a perfect 10. First of all, hot. This means not overweight. 2, young, or in other words, under 30. And 3, undamaged. This means not promiscuous, and also no kids. This is what men actually want. And the funny thing is, what I've noticed is when women are
Yeah, like no guy like wants a female, because I talk with this with my church boy, like Virgil, like no.
young,
Alright, sorry guys, I just had to pause for a second because like some BS.
when they list reasons of what makes them attractive, they're likely to say things such as I'm pretty, fit, young.
I forgot what was that. Okay, hold up.
And the funny thing is, what I've noticed
I was basically saying that like no man is gonna like come like no is gonna like go like for a woman that has kids, because like they feel like they're gonna be in competition like with that kid, and also like with the ex like that they had a kid with, because look, like I'm not even putting like nobody's business out there, but like when females like at a younger age like has kids, and then it don't work out with that man that they had a kid with, then they decide like to go on dates, to like to have like new relationships. But it's like nobody wants to like step up to be a stepdaddy, because it's like, yo, they see like the kind of person that you was, and like when like and how you came to be like to have that kid, and they be like, yo, I don't want that like for my future like wife or my future girl and whatnot.
is when women are young, when they list reasons of what makes them attractive, they're likely to say things such as I'm pretty, fit, young, therefore this makes me an 8. Meanwhile, when you ask older women, or even worse, the exact same women but just 10 to 15 years older, they're likely to give you a different list of the things that make them attractive. Such as, I have a career, I have 2 gorgeous kids, and am financially stable. Therefore, I'm also an 8. This is also coping. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, these days, nearly every woman has their own list of cope reasons for why they're more attractive than everyone else, and they will change it where they see fit and based on their own strengths. But the truth is, men see very little value outside of the holy trinity of female attractiveness. All lists that deviate from these 3 things are coping. Anyway guys, that's it for my 8 reasons for why most women massively overestimate their own attractiveness. If I've missed any, feel free to leave any extras in the comments below, and make sure you press the like button as it helps the YouTube algorithm.
Yo, whatever you say, son, like do that like, do that subscribe on my channel as well, alright? PJ Digital 21. I did not ask for no damn ads, son. Like seriously. Alright, so this was Delusion. 8 reasons ugly women think this. Um Let me see. Let me know in the comment section we guys thought, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post, you share to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post, you share to all social media platforms. I didn't already say it. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And it's your boy P Digital 21 signing off, and repeat again.
Bitches, we keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the boots. You know the rules, little